In this video, we'll be showing some basic functionality of CFAM and ways to download images and files, data sets, as well as send reports by email on a schedule. We'll start by using the search functionality at the top. You can search for workbooks and different things up here. So if I just search the word budget, I get 6 different reports that show. We'll do the expenditure budget balance. There'll be a video that covers more in depth this sheet, but for our purposes today, we'll just show you how some of the functionality works. Start by selecting your district. You could do that either by scrolling through the list and checking the box, or using the little Scooby-Doo search magnifying glass. Click apply when you've selected the district you want to see. Anytime you see check boxes, you can check multiples, so there'd be nothing keeping me from seeing Russellville as well as Alma, or do comparisons if needed in the report. I'm going to narrow my fiscal year down just to the current fiscal year. Click apply. Then I'm going to limit my fund detail to just activity. Finally, I want to view only items that are over budget. Lots of reasons things could be over budget. If you look at salaries throughout the year, those are items that get transferred later, so they run over budget throughout most of the year. Sometimes you just have unplanned expenditures and your coding is correct. This is a way that you can see some areas that might not have been a planned expenditure over and above the budgeted amount. The limits that I've put in place here are showing me Russellville's over budget activity fund items for the current fiscal year. Now, as you can see, it pulls the full budget unit object detail and gives me the amounts and what it was. So in the case of this line, nothing was budgeted for other tuition, but there are $9,750 expended to that line item. This is a good way for learning what things to possibly budget for next year if this is something that happens repeatedly. It's also a good way to find areas where we might need to do a better job of planning within the budget. And sometimes it's things that are just completely unavoidable. As I've made changes here, you can see my View Original has an asterisk next to it. That's letting me know that I've applied filters to the original version of this report that haven't been saved. If this was a view that you wanted to save, you would click View Original, and you would name this view. And click Save. Once you have a saved view, you can do things like subscribe, include this view, choose how you'd like it sent, give the message a name, and choose how long or how often you'd like it scheduled. I recommend not wearing yourself out with a daily message, but possibly setting something weekly or monthly as the case may be. My settings here will send this view of this report to me at 10 minutes to 5 every month on the 25th day of the month. If you need to manage your subscriptions, you can click Subscribe again, Manage Subscriptions, a different time frame, maybe more often or less often, or to completely unsubscribe entirely. Other options for getting this data out are to click Download, and you can choose Image, which is just going to give you an image file of this picture here. This is good for putting into presentations, possibly. You can also download a PDF, or a crosstab is going to give you an Excel style sheet of the data involved. If there's multiple sheets in the view, you'll have to select which of the pieces you're wanting, but in this case we just have the one. I'll choose CSV to just get the text. And you can see how this comes out and would be good for manipulating Excel or possibly doing further analysis outside of CFAM. Hopefully this has given you a good overview of how to manipulate filters by changing the information and clicking apply for what you want to see. We're seeing that there's multiple districts that you could do comparisons for, and for downloading or emailing scheduled files for things you want to see on a recurring basis.